Well, them say here comes trouble, here comes the danger, sent by the Savior, welcome. Welcome the Rasta youths, original Chronixx representing, you don't know. East. I think it's just like how much planning we managed to do. And like, it's our only stop only for this run. But we have more shows in Africa for the rest of the year. Well, I mean, Chronixx, and Dada means what, sister? I don't know. It sounds good. Inspiration for my music, or for the music that we channel and the music that we sing, comes from everywhere and everything. I couldn't say it's from any specific place. It's life experiences, emotions, stories, social commentary in the sense of things that people want to hear said through music, because music is not just about the artist, but the artist should somehow become a creator of ideas that represent how the people feel and what they're thinking, and because it's the only way people in Kenya can know how the people in Jamaica is feeling, and the people in Jamaica can know how the people in Kenya is feeling if our art truly reflects that. So we take inspiration from reality. I think overall, I wish I wrote Damian Marley have a song that says, "Till Shiloh I shall not forsake thee." I like that song. Vexation of spirit is a waste of. Coming from where I'm coming from, and it brought about a lot of different feelings and thoughts. Yeah. I was especially thinking about how it will affect, how it would change, and how it would affect the journey and the story of how we started as a very young team in Jamaica to now. Performing in Africa and traveling to Africa, felt like a great coming home for me. And that kind of materialized a lot of things that was already in our meditations as youths, and to see many other artists doing that as well, before us, and even now coming to Africa to perform, and not just one or two places in Africa, but all over, because us as youths in the Caribbean, we don't really know exactly where exactly on the continent our ancestors came from. We hear stories, but as far as actual knowledge is concerned, we're still in search for a truth that resonates. So we have to go all over the continent and somehow create a unity, so the truth can arise and surface out of that unity, So I think that is kind of the highlight of the whole thing for us, being able to be here, I hardly ever think about that still, but if I had a son who was like me, I would be proud of him. Yeah, because we let social media be social media and reality is reality. Yeah, I will never retire being an artist. But there are plans to transcend. There's always plans to transcend. And more than just like plans that deals with material, but also plans of how you are going to transcend as a you know, as a spirit, and how your ideas are going to evolve, you know. That Rastafari is a living, is the Almighty, you know, Haile Selassie. I, Emperor of Ethiopia, is Rastafari. That's the Rastafari that we refer to, you know, the exemplary and the example of how humanity could progress, you know. Humanity could progress in a way where we have lasting peace on the face of the earth, you know, where we could have world citizenship, where we could all be members of a human race and not just members of our tribes, and not just members of our immediate households and families, but we could be member of a greater family, a primordial family, something that is closer to God, you know what I mean? Something that is closer to the Almighty. So that's what Rastafari is. If I could ever tell someone anything about Rastafari, I would first point them to the Emperor of Ethiopia, Haile Selassie I, and Empress Menenai, the Empress of Ethiopia, because within their exemplary life is suggestions of how humanity could progress in a very positive and you know, a way that transcends all the lower level problems that we are facing now, you know what I mean, and transcend to a higher life, you know, on the face of the earth. But the youths are slow. The youths are very slow. You go and check it for yourself. The youths are very slow. Like we should be in universities from we are 12. Yeah. Christ was in university when he was 12. And if you're a Christian or if you're a Muslim, then you have to use Muhammad as an example. You have to use Christ as an example. When they were children, they were very advanced. We are slow. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, and it's not, you know what I mean? We are taking many other drugs. We are taking vaccines that makes us slow. We are drinking alcohol. Nobody drink alcohol more than the youths of today, because they can't have their own healing. So they buy whatever is sold to them. On Homeboys Radio, we sell them alcohol. On TV, we sell them alcohol. On every media platform, all we sell them is alcohol. And we have never tried our own herbs. We have never given it a try. Now, in California, you have people in San Francisco where people is smoking herb all day. They are creating powerful apps such as Uber. They are creating, you know what I mean, the youths of Silicon Valley, they are using herb. Steve Jobs, they use herb. Barack Obama, they use herb. They are not slow. You know what I mean? So Bob Marley is not slow. Chronixx is not slow. Peter Tosh wasn't slow, he was fit. You know? Yeah, we are strong, like we are Rastafari. That's what we is. We are strong and we are fit. We are yogis. We are meditation practitioners. We are scientists. We are musicians. We are artists. We are not slow. So the leaders need to figure out what is making the youth slow, because they haven't tried herb as yet. You know, we keep talking about weed. Weed is a derogatory thing. Weed is something that you pluck out of the ground. You're talking about the cannabis sativa plant, which is the single most useful herb on the face of the earth. It can create anything from concrete to a cure for glaucoma. You know what I mean? You can, from hemp to cannabis sativa. You know what I mean? There's so much. And like for us, we are not like asking governments to do anything anymore. Governments have failed. You know, the governments have failed us big time. So we look inside for governance and for inspiration of how to move forward. Because if the people, right now the people are drunk, they want more alcohol, they want more drugs, they want more heroin. For instance, we are coming from Seychelles. Heroin is a big problem. You know what I mean? People don't cultivate heroin in Africa. Heroin is introduced to us through European channels and through Asian channels. But as far as our herbs are concerned, you know, we have good herbs. Like, we have really good herbs, and we should use them, you know. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's love, you know, because I love the life that I'm in right now. I also love the body that I'm in, you know. I have a great appreciation for this chance to live and to be the best that I can be, you know. So I have no doubt that I can be the best that I can be, you know. So I think because of that, you know, whatever you do it with a different energy, you know. Yeah, because if you sow a seed with doubt, then whatever you reap will have doubt imprinted in it, you know. Happiness is one of those gifts that the Almighty gives, you know. Happiness and peace is a God-given gift, but it has to be sustained. It has to be sustained, and it has to be constantly regenerated, you know. And that's where our responsibility comes in. We are responsible for our own happiness. Well, with the thing with Adidas, I didn't do much creative work, and I didn't do any creative work on the clothes. It was purely a collaboration to like solidify, like, you know what I mean, our relationship with Gary, who was the curator of all the creative work that was done on the clothes. So, you know, we looked at the designs from early out before they came out, and I liked them, and I said, yo, you know, we'll endorse it. So it was more like us endorsing the vibe, you know, and just kind of materializing the relationship that we had with Gary Aspen over the years, you know. He's a really cool person that, you know, I always try to keep a relationship with. And I learn a lot from him as far as the creative process in fashion is concerned.